You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. But I got to play this for y'all, and I got to get y'all a response. Here's this idiot, Glenn Beck. Okay? He actually said this. And see, let me tell y'all, the problem with people like Glenn Beck, same with Rush Limbaugh, all people watch Fox News, a bunch of old white people. Basically, they trying to kill off their own audience. Listen to what Beck said.
I sincerely hope that we are not at a place as Americans to where we are going to let the Democrats jam down the Green New Deal because we're at home panicked. I want to have a frank conversation with you and ask you where you stand. I mean, I'm in the danger zone. I'm right at the edge. I'm 56. In Italy, they're saying if you're sick and you're 60, don't even come in. So I'm in the danger zone. I would rather have my children stay home and all of us who are over 50 go in and keep this economy going and working. Even if we all get sick, I'd rather die than kill the country, because it's not the economy that's dying, it's the country. And I'll show you just what's happening to us just by looking at the talks with the stimulus right now. We have that coming up in...
I would rather... Okay, let me play just one more for you, just to show what these right-wing nuts are saying and these right-wing nuts are listening to when it comes to coronavirus. One more greatest hits from the clueless one, Glenn Beck.
Americans don't cower. Americans run up the stairs of burning buildings. They don't run out of the building and cower. We know there's a problem with the virus. We know people are going to die. We must take that seriously. As I have been saying for I don't know how long, the problem is not the number of dead that we're trying to avoid. The problem is we are trying to make sure that our hospital systems are not overwhelmed. So I've been on that before the media was on that. I was talking about that before anyone was talking about that. Now it's time for you people in the media to shift your gears and understand there's another nuanced level to this story, and that is the illness that will kill the American dream. And that illness is the engine has been turned off. Who's willing to step to the plate? I contend there are millions of Americans just like me that will look at their children and their grandchildren's future and they will say, I am not going to have them a slave to debt. I am not going to erase their future because I was afraid to die. I'm not afraid to die. I am afraid that our nation might die. And that dooms millions to poverty, illness, starvation, and a lack of hope. Let's see if that will trend.
Mustafa, here's the deal. As somebody who's focused on environmental justice, what you just heard right there is their entire deal why they're against the Green New Deal. Because for them, it's all about money. And their whole deal is we shouldn't be spending any money when it comes to saving the environment. We shouldn't be doing this because it's going to cost us money. And it's so idiotic because they actually believe nothing is happening to the earth. They believe that, yeah, stuff is melting, and yeah, we see warming, and we see all these things. That means nothing. Just keep the money flowing. This is real simple. The Bible even says it. You can't take it with you.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, it's real simple. So in relationship to the Green New Deal, I love when they bring this up because the Green New Deal is actually about strengthening our country and creating economic parity, something that they definitely are not interested in. It's about creating a whole new set of millions of new green jobs. It's about making sure that everybody has access to health care. And the reason that it is in there like that is because we know that communities of color, lower income white communities, and indigenous communities have been dealing with the impacts from pollution, which has been impacting their health and is now making them more vulnerable to the coronavirus. And sometimes they don't want to have that conversation necessarily about that. And also, you're right. You know, the first principle of environmental justice is about honoring Mother Earth. And if you look at the IPCC report and the National Climate Assessment Report, these are reports that are put together by the top scientists around the planet. They already sent a warning out to us that there would be more infectious diseases, that we would have to deal with pandemics and all these other types of things as the planet continues to warm up. And people need to actually pay attention to what's happening.
It makes no sense right now, folks.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
All right, so a lot of y'all always asking me about some of the pocket squares that I wear. Now, Robert don't have one on. Nope. Now, I don't particularly like the white pocket squares. I don't like even the silk ones. And so I was reading GQ magazine a number of years ago, and I saw this guy who had this pocket square here, and it looks like a flower. This is called a shibori pocket square. This is how the Japanese manipulate the fabric to create this sort of flower effect. So I'm going to take it out and then place it in my hand so you see what it looks like. And I said, man, this is pretty cool. And so I tracked down, it took me a year to find a company that did it. And so they basically about 47 different colors. And so I love them because, again, as men, we don't have many accessories to wear, so we don't have many options. And so this is really a pretty cool pocket square. Now, what I love about this here is you saw when it's in the pocket, you know, it gives you that flower effect like that. But if I wanted to also, unlike because if I flip it and turn it over, it actually gives me a different type of texture. And so therefore it gives me a different look. So there you go. So if you actually want to get one of these shibori pocket squares, we have them in 47 different colors. All you got to do is go to RolandSMartin.com/pocket squares. All right, so first of all, that graphic is way too small. So tomorrow we're going to run it right down here all across the screen. So it's RolandSMartin.com/pocket squares. All you got to do is go to my website and you can actually get this. Now, for those of you who are members of our Bring the Funk fan club, there's a discount for you to get our pocket squares. That's why you also got to be a part of our Bring the Funk fan club. And so that's what we want you to do. And so it's pretty cool. So if you want to jazz your look up, you can do that. In addition, y'all see me with some of the feather pocket squares. My sister, who's a designer, she actually makes these. They're all custom made. So when you also go to the website, you can also order one of the customized feather pocket squares right there at RolandSMartin.com/pocket squares. So please do so. And of course, it goes to support the show. And again, if you're a Bring the Funk fan club member, you get a discount. This is why you should join the fan club.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video. You want to check out Roland Martin Unfiltered? YouTube.com/Roland S. Martin. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. See that name right there? Roland Martin Unfiltered. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's YouTube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so when we go live, you'll know it.